Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews. Today we got us a beer mail package. This comes from Rico, my good friend, brother, buddy. Uh, he usually sends me massive quantities of delicious beers, guys. This box ain't quite as big as the last box, but it is very, very heavy. I'm sure he has packed it full of delicious beers. Got a ring in here. This usually means carton brewing stuff in the box. Let's see what's in the box today. We'll start off, the very first one out of the box here is, oh yeah, and I have done this, I've reviewed this already. So he has sent me one. He actually sent me a glass last time that has the boat emblem on it. I've already reviewed this, so I'm not going to re-review this since I just did it a month ago or so. This is a session ale at 4.2%, 35 IBUs, and this one was canned on May the 12th. And I'm doing this beer mail video on the 25th of May, so this is only a couple of weeks old. I'm sure this is going to be very, very tasty. But like I said, I'm not going to re-review this since I just done it. This is Carton Brewing's SS Cream, Hoppy Imperial Cream Ale. Need a Bigger Boat series, that's what it's called here. 8.4%, 70 IBUs. And the writing on this can is unlegible on the bottom, so I have no idea what the date is. So, and he's got it on the top, 4/26. So this was canned on 4/26. He must have had a little glitch when this can come through, evidently. But he's written it on the top, and I'm going to leave that on the top till I review it, so I'll know. This is unusual. They have some orange for the carton and orange on the top, but usually they have a lot of orange on the can, which this one does not. It has a lot of green on it. So a little different than what they typically do. Looks like he sent me a few cans here. This is the Ron Steam Bach Haircut. It is a lager coming in at 6.6%, 25 IBUs, and it says here 4/28/16. So not quite a month old. So we will review that in a very timely manner. Alright. Oh yeah. The box is packed plumb full. Plus, he likes to freeze one of these water bottles and put it in there just to try to keep the beer cold. But I don't know if that's a good thing. He's paying for a lot of extra weight by doing this. And a lot of beers, and this is not frozen now. I mean, it was probably, I don't know how long it takes to ship, probably 2 to 3 days. This was probably unfrozen within 24 hours. Depending on how hot the warehouse is. So, Rico, I appreciate you sending all the stuff that you do, but you're paying a lot of extra money for this big, heavy 2-liter water or ice to go in there. So I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, you can do what you want to do, and I do appreciate it, but I think you're paying a lot of extra shipping charges just to have that in there. And it's not frozen when it gets here, so I don't know if it's having a really big effect overall. But I appreciate the thought. Next one out of the box here. This is Carton Brewing, another boat. So he sent me a couple of boats to enjoy. I've already reviewed them, so like I said, I'm not going to re-review them since I just done it. I will probably sip them in the nice boat glass that he sent me. Another boat. I'm going to set this down to the side. So it looks like he has probably sent me a 4-pack of those guys. Very tasty beer. This one is Magnify Brewing. This is a low ABV. It's a 4.8%er. Called Low Visibility. It's a pale ale. Craft beer in Fairfield, New Jersey. Magnifying Brewing Company. No date on it. He's got the yellow carton thing on the top of it. It says $4.29 on this one. And I will leave that on there till I review it. Now I'm going to set these boats down here on the side. I'll set that one up there. Low visibility. I don't think I've had anything from Magnify Brewing Company. Right. Next one out of here. This may be the fourth boat. No. This is another Ron Steen lager, so he has sent me 2 of those. So let me set that up right behind that one. So I've got one to review and one to enjoy at a later time. Or share, however the case may be. And one more can before we get into the bottles, it looks like. Maybe this is the boat. Nope. This is another low visibility, so he has sent me 2 of those. One to enjoy and one to review. And he left the top off of this one, but we got the top on that one. I'll make sure I review the one that has a date on the very top of it. They need to put it on the can though, so have somebody write it on the can, on the top or something like that. If you're buying this in the store, it needs to be on the can, guys, especially if you're buying singles. You pick this up on the store shelf and you look and it has no date on it. Normally what you do is you set it back up on the shelf. So it would help the brewery if they would date the bottom of the cans. Alright, let's get down in here and see. Alright, this is a bottle, it looks like. And he packages a box inside of a box to protect it. So he's gone the extra mile to kind of ensure that these bottles don't get damaged. This is a Maine beer company. This is King Titus. And this is a porter. Not sure I've reviewed this or not. I have to look back and see. I have done some Maine beers. I had somebody send me some from up there. And it says, do what's right. And this is a bottle conditioned. And it says here it is a 7.5%. And it was done on February 9th of 2016. And it's a porter. So let me slide these out of the way and get this up there where you can see it. Maine Beer Company does some really tasty stuff. They really do, guys. And I can get some of their stuff, but a lot of stuff like their lunch and dinner and stuff like that is very hard to come by down here. We don't get those. They are scarfed up before they leave the state of Maine. So, all right. Next one, got this wrapped in green bubble wrap. Looks like a very unique shaped bottle here. So. This must be a real good one because we've got this one doubly wrapped. Alright, this is, looks like an Evil Twin beer. This is Evil Twins En Masse Todo Jesus, or Jesus, however you want to pronounce that. Malt beverage with cinnamon, cocoa nibs, chili peppers, and coffee beans added. Not seeing a date. That's the biggest problem I have with Jeppy and what he does, being a vagabond brewer, having different breweries brew his beers because he has no brewery. Some of the stuff, depending on where he has it brewed, has dating machines, and some of them don't. This is a 12% alcohol beer, so being that big of an ABV is probably not that critical, but I would like to see a date on it, which I am not seeing at all. So that's the biggest fuss I have with the Evil Twin beers. They are, and down here in Virginia, they are very pricey beers. And he's got 2016 on the cap here, so it's a 2016 edition. So it was done, we're in May, so it was sometime between January and May. But I see nothing written on the label here, so I don't know where he's getting his information from, whether he's asking or researching it before he ships them to me to get that information. So, alright, looks like there are 2 more down in here, and they look like big bottles. Ooh, Great big bottle. This one. In the packaging, it looks like it's bigger than a 22 ounce. So let's see what we got here. Yep, this is like a 750 milliliter, great big bottle. This is Cane Brewing Morning Bell Imperial Milk Porter with Coffee in collaboration with Rook Coffee, 9.2% alcohol. And he's got February 20th of 2016 on the little label on the top of this. Very nice. I don't think I've had anything from these guys. So let's pull this aside and get this up there where y'all can see it. Let me pull some of these cans down and get this up here where y'all can see that. That is a big bottle. That's a 750 milliliter there. That's a huge beer. All right, guys. I think we got one more down in here, and it also looks like a great big bottle. So let's see what the last one in the box is. Rico. Maybe I can slide it out. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Alright, this is another one from Cane Brewing. This is their 4th anniversary ale, 1460. A blend of barrel-aged Belgian-style ales. 12% alcohol by volume. It's got the wax on the top of it. And he's got a little sticker on the side saying October 3rd of 2015. So this one is wow, October, November, December, and we're in May. This is about 7 months old already. So very nice. Very, very nice. Anytime you see anything in the big 750s and it's got the wax on it, that's a pricey beer. Wouldn't be afraid to say this is a $25 or $30 bottle of beer. Easily. So, and Cane Brewing, see if it says where they're out of here. I do not see it. It's got the government warning, but it doesn't say where they're out of. Store property, Belgian style quadruple, enjoy now or in the future. So, very nice. Big beer mouth package again from Rico. Awesome beers. Looks like you're a fan of the Carton Brewing Company, and I am too. Wish I could get them here. I am so blessed to have subscribers as yourself that spend their hard-earned money and package up these expensive beers and tasty beers on top of that, and then pay to have a box shipped to me when it's got this much weight to it. Very, very pricey to ship beers, guys. It is. So that's what we got from Rico. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 16-ounce cans, 12-ounce bottle. It looks like a 500 milliliter and 2 750s. All look like very tasty beers. I've had none of these except for the boat beers he sent me before. So very nice. It's time to get these things into the fridge and get them chilled. Speaking of the fridge, let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys.